apparently this bent pyramid was a mistake. As our amazing tour guide here on this trip, Mohamed Ibrahim, has been saying, you know, first of all, would you complete a mistake? And would you fully finish and polish and have all this detail and time and energy and money put into a mistake? And then more so than that, after you're building all these other pyramids, why would you keep a mistake? Why wouldn't you just get rid of it, use the materials, repurpose it, and save a whole ton of money and labor and time and energy? It just doesn't make any sense.
Good.
It's a gallery.
Oh my God.
But then we're going to see a third chamber, which is very, very different, where the space is the bottom portion of it, it's all sort of rubble, weathered stone, etc. And then you have beautiful masonry above it. And my interpretation, certainly for that third chamber that we're going to get to, is that what they were doing is building around an older structure. And actually that this whole red pyramid, this whole north pyramid, this entire pyramid, which itself dates back to the Old Kingdom times, 4th dynasty, is, according to egyptologists, older than the Great Pyramid, is actually built to protect and cover over and surround a much more ancient core structure. So that's what we're going to see in the third chamber as we make our way to it. So these are nice chambers, but it's really the third chamber that has all the important features. So let's take a look at each of these chambers and go together.
No.
If you look at the bottom here, this seems to be a much more ancient room or ancient structure. I believe this is pre-cataclysm. You see how it's basically ancient building or some kind of foundation structure here?
Yeah, definitely.
And then you see how it's built on top of it. That's Old Dynasty, 4th Kingdom, according to Egyptologists. I think what you've got is two very different structures, a very old one and then a newer one built on top of it. And essentially this pyramid and this room, but then the whole pyramid is built around and over, protecting this much more ancient structure. And I'm convinced that this is natural weathering and whatnot, which shows that this structure was exposed to the elements for a very, very long time before it was covered over by the pyramid and protected. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So we've got two different structures here. We've got the very ancient one and then the more recent one, which itself is, even by conventional Egyptologists, close to 5,000 years old.
Wow.
600, 700 years old.
Unreal.
So incredible difference. I was using the analogy for some other people in Massachusetts. We have Plymouth Rock, where the pilgrims supposedly stepped first, and now there's a huge canopy and whatnot built over. You have, in many cases, cathedrals built over some little rock where, you know, St. Paul stood, or was buried, someone was buried, or whatnot, or a mosque that's built because Muhammad stood there and gave a sermon. So same concept, that this was a very important, ancient, sacred site, whatever. And they were venerating it and they were protecting it.
Yeah.
Something that went back to Septepi time.
Wow.
Cataclysm time.
Yeah.
Pre-cataclysm.
Pre-cataclysm, for sure.
Pre-cataclysm. So I would suspect if we could get firm dates on this and whatnot, we're talking at least 10,000 BC for this older room, this older structure in here.
The joints are amazing.
I know, the whole thing is incredible. The whole thing is absolutely incredible.
Acoustics in the room. Oh. O. I.